My name's host Eric. I'm just talking with Spanish people. And the real question is, am I a little stinker? Well, maybe. It's a nice kitchen view. Not too bad anyway, As kitchen views go. Sit at this table, look out the window at the forest or whatever. It's not the greatest house in the world, but it's aight. It's as aight as aight can be. I'm here. I'm queer. I'm waiting for the plumber. Plumber should be here shortly. Daniel Berry Sports highlights you. To you as well. You. Waiting for the plumber to come here and fix the septic tank or inspect it or whatever. And they're supposed to be here at 10. They called me at 9:45 telling me they'd be here in 20 minutes. So I don't really believe that, but okay. Like, if that plumber left Mariposa Oakhurst Plumbing, when they call me like 9:45, he will not be here till like 10:30. It does not take 20 minutes to get to Oakhurst to my house. It takes more like 45 minutes. Say the word you. Okay, I will. Crystal Miller, hello, how are you? How wonderful to see you this morning. I had a live stream earlier, and after that I had a nice nap. Slept for about 2 hours. I could definitely sleep more though. After I'm done over here, I'll probably go back to my house and sleep more. Although, in theory, I could go into town and I could get one of these signs that I need to get. I got this thing yesterday. Please say UWU. UWU minus fever. Hello, Giorgio from Sinorbi. Thanks for saying so. Wow, pandas and Stitch for life. I'm glad I am wowing you. It's what I do. It's how I roll. I like to wow people. As you can tell, I'm still a little tired. It's pronounced ooh-woo. Ooh-woo. Okay. Ooh-woo. There, I pronounced it. Okay, I'm done pronouncing it. Ooh-woo. Yawning. I did yawn. I already said it. Ooh-woo. I'm Peppa Pig. Ooh-woo. Well, trying to watch you earlier. But I was in town myself. I can't get decent reception or a decent driver. We like to pretend we can drive here in North Dakota. Pretend is the key word. Sorry to hear that North Dakota is not cooperating with your interest in driving. Messi or Ronaldo? I'll take Messi, of course. Who would take Ronaldo between those two? I mean, I'm basically over it. I still have some residual congestion and stuff, you can probably hear, but I'm more or less better. I'm from Yosemite, Mariposa County specifically, which is right next to Yosemite National Park. I'm right next to both Yosemite National Park and the Sierra National Forest, where those two things meet. So, where I actually live, it's a lot easier to access Yosemite National, Sierra National Forest than it is the park, Sierra National Park. But the plumber's here. Which is cool. We just have to wait for him to pull in. Except that he's got the right address and pull in here. And I'll probably have to talk to the plumber a little bit. It's this one. This one. All right, here he comes. I'll go down there and chat with him a bit. Howdy. How's it going? Eric, nice to meet you. There's the hole there. Thank you. And I'm not exactly sure if this paint to be orange or orange here. This is a recent addition. Like yesterday, the day before, somebody painted the orange line. That's the thing down there, right there. And it might be the fireman. We got a two-story thing. We have to put up a different sign for the fireman to see. So on the house or whatever. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So anytime someone digs, it's required by law to take a look at the property, tree service, the door, take the phone, the tile and stuff. So somebody may have done it next door, or maybe the guys that were here did it, and they're just behind the wall. Okay, cool. Maybe they're planning on like working here or whatever, and they with the tractor, and it's more important with the tractor. If we're doing business, it's not going to okay. Yeah, so there's the hole, and the water main is where these lines go to, right here.
Oh, it's probably the same trench, probably, yeah. Oh, there it is. There's phone right next to the water, yeah.
And we're on water tower water rather than well water.
Community system, cool.
Yeah, Mariposa Water Company. The water main's right there.
Okay.
That little thing you turn.
Yeah, perfect. Right next to the phone. It's pretty common for the phone and the water to be in the same trench. So you have a water meter down there, or a little water box down there?
We don't have any water meter. We actually get unlimited water.
Flat rate water. Okay, yeah. Cool. Nice.
So, okay, cool. You need to go inside?
I guess we can look around outside first. So there's a clean out right here. Just one bathroom or two? Or?
Just one bathroom.
Okay. I've got I researched a little bit, records and stuff before I came, so I kind of know what's going on a little bit. What do you know about the system as far as the septic?
Well, I just know that before we bought this place, it got inspected, and they said it had root intrusion. They gave us an estimate of $4,500 to $5,500, and then we got that much off of the price from the seller, right?
Okay.
So I tried calling those people. They never called me back. So that's why I called you guys.
Oh, okay.
So I know I'm going to have to pay for another inspection, but hopefully you'll determine the same thing, charge about the same amount, and I just get the work done. You know, just trying to get it done so we get this place rented.
Yeah, for sure. So it's what, 0.78 of an acre?
It's about half an acre, yeah.
Skinny little lot here.
Yeah.
You know about where the property line's at and everything, or?
I mean, on the other side, there's a little sign that says where it is. On this side, I don't know exactly where it is, but I'm assuming it's right where that little hill starts, of that big stump, probably straight up there.
Yeah, I've got some maps on my phone. Let me look real quick here. So I researched some county records and some environmental health records before I came out here, just to kind of see what information's floating out there with the county. I can get my phone to work here.
I'm gonna give you the Wi-Fi password.
Okay.
It's Snyder kept with a capital S, which is the name of this road.
Okay, give me 1 second here. Oh, that's the I one. Okay, here we go. So capital S and then
Nyder,
okay.
and then V, capital V, ACAY.
Just capital S, capital V. Everything else is lowercase.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't really have any cell reception back here.
Yeah, I was had my doubts on the way up. Like, oh, this is back here a little ways. Okay, so they're showing the porch and the tank. What's your long-term occupancy plans here?
We're gonna do a vacation rental,
Okay.
and we're gonna manage it because we just live right down the street, so we can fill the drive over here and clean up in the morning and stuff, you know.
What's the total people are you advertising or looking to advertise?
Well, I'm planning on saying that really this house is not suitable for more than 4 people. Maybe 3 bedrooms, but if you try to squeeze 6 people in this little house, it'd be jam-packed.
Yeah, is it a 3 bedrooms, just one small, or they're all small?
Yeah, they're all small bedrooms.
Yeah.
3 small bedrooms, 1 small bath.
Okay. Yeah, that's so with the 1,000-gallon septic tank too, that limits you a little bit. That's the minimum in Mariposa County. You can do 3 bedrooms. But yeah, if you're only gonna do 4 people, that's 2 people per bedroom is kind of what they figure. So that's why you've got 3 lines, because you've got 3 bedrooms. So that's good news, because if you're really only looking to get a certification for 4 people, I mean, you've got a 3-bedroom house. So that's why the system's, like I said, kind of the way it is. But
I'm not sure if I'm going to get it certified for 4. I may get certified for 5 or 6 potentially, but I'm going to say on the on the listing that if I'm not entirely. I'll probably get it.
go
Try
for
to
the most you can, right?
Yeah,
I
I go for the
guess.
most I can, but I don't think I'm going to recommend people bring that many people here. You know.
Yeah, you could definitely restrict it. So Mariposa's max is 10. The system's not big enough for 10. Best case scenario, if this was all brand new, it'd be certified for 6. So you're never gonna get more than 6 with a 1,000-gallon tank anyway.
That's fine.
That's why the house is if it was a 4 or 5 bedroom, we'd have a 1,200 or 1,500-gallon tank.
Okay.
That's real expensive to deal with, the tank. So, sounded like on the other report that was in good shape. System's 80s, the house is 80s, right?
I'm not sure when it was built. I don't remember what it said on the listing.
3 or something. I think I saw somewhere.
Oh, okay.
So where all did they dig up? Obviously over there. They dig up here too, or?
No, that's the only hole that they left anyway.
Okay.
The only place I see that they dug.
Like threshold, only threshold, yeah. Okay. Has the driveway always been kind of a little loop like that, or?
Yeah, I mean, we just came into possession of this place about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
A couple weeks ago, you know. We just closed escrow.
Okay. A lot of times they don't allow leach lines under the driveway because if it gets wet and it gets driven on, it gets squished or whatever.
Do you think that's where they are?
According to the map that I'm looking at here, you've got the carport's there, yeah, deck's right there. Below the carport this way. So if they dug that up, that's probably the D-box. So this probably was an add-on, this little loop right here. The original driveway is probably that side.
Okay.
Because the fields are right below the carport, kind of parallel Snyder. Or the road or whatever.
Okay.
So that might be an issue if this is an established driveway. If it's just a path, no one's going to care. But yeah, they're showing 50-foot leash lines, 3 of them in a row right here.
Okay, well, I'm thinking about getting the other part of the driveway paved anyway.
Yeah, you don't want to pave anywhere near the septic for obvious reasons down the road, working on it and stuff. And it doesn't work as good when it's covered anyway. It needs to be out in the sun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think the leash lines go all the way underneath the carport?
No, they're next to the carport. It doesn't give a dimension on here because this was done in '83.
Uh-huh.
This drawing that I'm looking at. But typically it's 10 feet from a structure. And they're 8 to 10 feet apart.
Okay.
So, you've got a 30-foot by 50-foot little square here, that's leach line related.
Okay.
Above that tree and those two big cedars, it's kind of in this little box between the carport and these two cedars.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, maybe just grassy area. Gravel's not going to hurt it. It's just technically it can't be an established driveway because they worry about over compaction and damage and stuff like that.
Okay, well, I mean, then we won't pave this part of the driveway for sure then.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
That's not a problem. We're not even 100% sure we're going to pave it at all, but
yeah.
if it's something that causes complaints from people, like like a rock damages their car or something,
Yeah. Looks like this might have been dug up too, maybe. Hard to say. But yeah, I mean, obviously the system's old enough. I mean, tree roots, there's lots of developed trees here. It makes sense, based off of the age, what they're saying. There is kind of more to it than just roots. Systems last 30 years, usually, depending on where they're at. Seems like there's a lot of clay around here, and clay doesn't percolate as good. So, that's a concern, but obviously the house is older. It worked at one time. It's capable of working.
It works now, actually.
Yeah, it works now.
It just doesn't, it's just, I need it working, like, properly.
So I'm assuming you're going through the county to get vacation rental permitting and all that stuff.
Yeah.
The way that they make you do it. They're going to want a certification from somebody like me saying that it passed the flow test and it's got 3 lines or whatever. If you're going for 6 people, there's more to it than that, but there's like amount of square feet of rock and like linear feet. Like there's more to it, kind of, but basically 3 lines for 3 bedrooms, basically. And so yeah, I can pop my camera in and out, check some stuff out. I wish the tank was kind of dug up too, but it's soft right now this time of year, I guess. Essentially, kind of just doing a septic inspection. Of course, you already own it, so it's not the same process, but it's the same amount of work, kind of, because to confirm what needs to be done, I gotta see, the condition of it. But it makes sense. It's got roots. I believe you. It's got a lot of trees, and it's 40 years old.
Right.
Systems don't last 40 years normally. I mean, if you're not running it hard, like if you were here living by yourself, they'll work with roots. I mean, the roots are going to drink the water out of there.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like they already gave me the money off of the cost, so
Yeah.
I'm already fully into getting this thing fixed,
Yeah, you're committed now, I guess. So no, that's cool. I mean, it's just a kind of a cool neighborhood. I haven't been back here in a long time.
Yeah.
Dale's out here a minute, but
Yeah, it's really back here.
That road coming in is way nicer now, though. In the beginning.
Yeah, they got it pretty well paved up.
Yeah, it's looking good. Looking good. All right, well, I can't believe the phone is right on top of the box right there. That's crazy. That's bad life choices when they did that. They probably added that. Probably didn't have phone in the 80s. I don't know.
Yeah, well, this is definitely one of the cheapest houses in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But $275, this was a bargain.
For nowadays, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
$270,500 after the discount for the septic, which we have to pay for,
Yeah.
So
the water system's nice too. Wells are really expensive. But being on a lot that's like under an acre, it's really tough with having both. It's nice to be on a water system.
Yeah.
Like I said, you got a lot more room, for other things going on. Is there any, where like the water companies' wells and tanks and stuff are?
Yeah, they're up there on the mountain over that way a little bit.
Up on top somewhere?
Yeah, they're just like down by my house, like a block that way, but up on the mountain.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's neighbor's house right there.
Yeah, that's why this house was pretty cheap.
Neighbor's house back there, yeah.
I wouldn't want to live here, but it's an income property.
Yeah. I didn't realize there was campgrounds back here too. That's kind of cool.
Where are the campgrounds? Oh, you mean the Jerseyville Ranger
Jerseyville
Station?
ones.
Yeah, yeah,
Jerseyville, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
guess they're down the road a little ways, but
Yeah.
All right, well, let me get my camera out and check some stuff out.
All right, cool.
The water's on and everything, right? So
Yeah, it should be on.
I can get a hose. Yeah, I got hoses and stuff.
What's the duration of this, do you think?
Well, the dug up stuff's gonna go faster as it's dug up. We'll have to see. Sometimes it's a couple hours, sometimes it's less. Hour sometimes.
All right. Well, can I go home and you call me when you're done?
Yeah. Now that I have the Wi-Fi, I can call you pretty easily.
Okay. Let me give you my number.
Let me see if I've got the right one on my notes here. I might have it already. Let's see here. Is it the 626 area code number?
Yep.
615-8751.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good, Eric. I will, as long as I've got water. Is there an outside power outlet anywhere?
I'm not sure if there's an outside power outlet, but I'll leave the door open. You can go inside if you need to, if you got an extension cord.
Yeah, I've got lots of cords. There might be a plug over here, but just in case I need to flush the toilet, I guess it might be nice to have it open.
Yeah, sure. I'll leave them open.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
All right, cool. I'll see you in a couple hours then.
I'll talk to you in a little while then. Might go a little quicker, but something like that.
All right, cool. Great. Thank you. All right. All right, so this is going to actually end up being a short stream, but Eric got an Airbnb this place, then I can bring my chickens with me. You cannot bring your chickens to my Airbnb. No chickens allowed in this place. All right, so let's go home. We don't have to be here now anymore. And this house is boring. There's none of my fun stuff is at this house. You know. I have no toys here at all. Hi, Lou. And hi, Crystal Miller. And hi, Dat Boy Klaus. This place is just about a block from my house. It's like if I could actually not end this stream, it would disconnect and then reconnect when I get to my house. So maybe I'll just do that. It's close enough. I might as well just do that, you know? All right, here we go. Let's go home. We'll get in our little wilderness car and we'll go home. And then when we get home, the Wi-Fi will reconnect and I will continue talking to you then. All right, here we go. Oops. Take off the orange strip. Not turn it on. Why am I not moving? Oh, I'm in neutral, that's why. You want to be in a gear before your car is going to move. Okay, let's go. Go down over there. I don't like to take my car. I just take the little wilderness car. Let me guess, I'm locked out. Nope. I'm not locked out, amazingly enough. Sounds like Rachel's doing the dishes. She must have gotten herself up after I left. We're gonna push this. P, 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 P. I don't know if you guys heard, but we all owe Winston's mom a bit of a debt of gratitude. Because earlier this morning, with the help of some other TWFP people, she saved Taylor Swift from the North Koreans. Got some lights turned on. Now we're really cooking with Crisco. What is this key? It came off my keyring? What's up with that? Hey now, hey now. Meow, 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 meow. All right, there are my keys. And here we go. I'm not a YouTuber, but I do have a couple of videos of my chickens. I'm going to put one up today of them following me around outside. Chickens are fun, Crystal Miller. I had chickens before, and I had one chicken in particular named Officer Red, and she was a great chicken. You know, I bought a bunch of mail order worms and I put them in my compost pile, and then one way I'd spend time with Officer Red was I'd go out to that compost pile and she'd run over and she'd go clock, clock, and I'd dig up a worm for her and she'd eat it, and then she'd look at me and she'd go clock, clock. It was great. I really loved taking Officer Red worming. That was one of my favorite activities of that house. Good morning, Isaiah Rude. You know what? They should just call you Isaiah Polite. Because you are such a delight to have around. I used to make roosters fight to the death. My favorite rooster was named Pikachu. One of the chicken roosters would be like, I yield, I yield. The other rooster would be like, okay, fine. And you'd be like, no, you fight to the death. So, had a nice, unnecessarily long conversation with the plumber, who insisted on informing me about a bunch of stuff that I didn't need to know about. But that's fine. You know? I did learn a lot of things about my septic tank over there, the house that I had purchased, because he had gotten these maps of my house, of the plumbing of my house that were made in 1983. He had them on his phone. How about that? We have 13 chickens, and Peekapoo is my favorite. She got hurt, so I hold her a lot, and she will sit there and purr while I pet her. You know what, Crystal Miller? Officer Red had also gotten hurt. She actually got attacked by a dog that got into our backyard. And by every single reasonable estimation of things, that chicken definitely should have died. There's no way that chicken should have lived. My ex-girlfriend, my girlfriend at the time, she nursed that chicken back to health over the course of like a month, carrying it around because it couldn't even move around from place to place. And then one day, Officer Red was just like, well, I'm well now, and just got up and was fine. It was insane. I couldn't believe it. She was a great chicken. I learned many things since joining AA. I learned that arguing with an intoxicated person is like beating your head against a brick wall. It makes me moderate my tendency to argue so much, especially while drunk. Ideally, what it would do is eliminate your tendency to drink alcohol. You seem to have missed the point of AA, Isaiah Rude. It's not so that you can drink better. It's so that you cannot drink at all. But that's okay, Isaiah Root. You do you. You got 3 grocery stores, a gas station, and a pet smart that will let you bring her in there. That's great. Um, the places around here, a lot of people bring their dogs into a lot of places. I'll see dogs in the supermarket pretty often. It's a very, uh, Mariposa likes to imagine itself to be a very rural county. And it's got kind of a schizophrenic self identity of being, on the one hand, like a ranch farm place. On the other hand, a place of vacation rentals and people going to Yosemite. And I think I'm a baddie. I get what I want. Are you Bahad Bahabi, by any chance? Good morning, Rachel, my beautiful darling, by the way, if I didn't say good morning to you yet. I'm trying to find out if Mavis here is Bahad Bahabi. Or do you know who Bahad Bahabi is? Well, I know chickens. Chickens shit on everything, Crystal Miller. We can talk about how delightful they are as much as we want, but chickens shit on everything all the time. It's just what they do. Nice teeth. Speaking of chicken ship, you look like it. I look like a chicken ship? Normally, if you meant chicken shit, normally that's used to express cowardice rather than ugliness. But I like your repurposing of it. I thought that was fun. I mean, I may be as ugly as chicken shit, but I'm definitely not cowardly like chicken shit, because if I were, I wouldn't be live streaming despite my hideous appearance. I'm so lame, I think if you don't address me, you're upset with me. I just was distracted by other chats. I just didn't get around to yours yet. That's all. What would I be upset with you about? What could I possibly be upset with you about? Last time I saw you was we were going to sleep last night. Nothing's happened between then and now. I don't know how I could possibly be upset with you. Of course I wouldn't. Of course I wouldn't what? Of course I wouldn't have enough teeth? I don't know. Talk about catnap, talk about catnap from Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. You do what you do, Isaiah Root. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just expressing my perspective on your perspective on Alcoholics Anonymous. Of course I wouldn't be filming if I were a coward. Okay, cool, yes. Rachel's upstairs, yes. She was, I assume, sleeping when I left to go to the other house. But probably the sound of the little wilderness car starting up woke her up. All right, cool, Anna Nunzi Auntie. I appreciate you clarifying. So, anyway, do I even know what popular time is? No, I don't know what popular time is. Would you like to explain it to me? We've poked that stem. Cheer up, sausage. You seem down. Am I sausage? Am I the one you're referring to here, Luke Starling? Or is somebody else sausage? I'm not down at all. Hi, Pawan Singh. I'm feeling rather cheerful, actually. I may or may not end up needing to go to town today. I probably don't need to go to town today, but I might go to town today anyway to go to the hardware store to get this sign that I have to get for the other house. It's for the firemen so they can see it. You know, it's like there's these rules about the reflectiveness and visibility of your street numbers. I guess we're in violation of that rule. So, Pimp J, by the powers vested in me as Archpastor of God's Big Heaven Church, I hereby transubstantiate this bong rip from my lungs to your brain. Of course, despite the fact that I just poked it, Poppy Playtime's a horror game. Huh. Is it like Friday Night at Freddy's, but Poppy themed? When I return to the present, leaving my past behind. Not much, another phase. Not much. The plumber is doing his job over at the other house, trying to fix the septic tank. I said, hey, how long is this going to take? He said, it might take a couple hours. I said, hey, can I go back to my house where it's more fun? And he said, sure. I have the Wi-Fi, I can call you now. So I'm back here waiting for him to finish. Did that get transubstantiated to me, Isaiah Reed? I hope so. Rarely do I get a transubstantiated bong rip. Usually I'm the one delivering them. Talking about his sneaky link. What's my sneaky link? I'm a big stinker? Carlos Paiva, that's going too far. That is going too far. I'm willing to entertain the possibility that I might be a little stinker, but there's no way I'm a big stinker. That was pretty quick, right? It's like I drove away from the other house. I do not like Stevie Ray Vaughan. I drove away from the other house. I was disconnected for like just a couple of minutes at most, and I was back in my house. A giant stinker? Carlos Paiva? No, that's not even a choice offered by the title. Your choice is Lil Stinker or nothing. Those are your choices. I tell you, you give some people an inch, they take a mile. Repeat after me. Anna Nunziante likes balls. Okay. There you go. I get it. You like balls. I do not like Stevie Ray Vaughan. I think Stevie Ray Vaughan might be a big stinker. A humongous stinker? Yeah, well, all right, I will say it. Bennett, Nielsen, you like wieners. Oh, you told me. I told you that, huh? Man, my memory is really going. I don't even remember ever seeing you before. But I guess I told you that Stevie Ray Vaughan was my favorite artist. Poor Cappy. Who's Cappy? Honestly, Eric is a savage. I'm a civilized gentleman, okay? I'm not a savage. I'm a very civilized gentleman. Whenever I drink tea, I lift up my pinky. Like that. Bennett Nielsen likes wieners and it's his birthday. So I guess he's trying to get at here is if you're willing to give your wiener as a birthday present, he would like to receive it. I'm a modern day dandy, that's right. I said it went Dave Matthews Band, Taylor Swift, and then Stevie Ray Vaughan. Oh. Wow, I have got my memory is all messed up. I thought I didn't like Dave Matthews Band. I actually kind of like Taylor Swift. I did, huh? You kicked them. Okay, you kicked them with your toes. Well, based on what I'm seeing here, I'm thinking my fourth favorite band must be Kings of Leon, right? Hi, hello. Turin Tabulam Pot. Turin Tabulam Pot. Hello. I like your name. Turin Tabulam Pot. Yeah, I like Katy Perry or Kesha better than Taylor Swift too. Bro's forehead is sweatier than my armpit. It's actually not sweaty at all. It's just oily and greasy. When I get up in the morning, I take a little bit of safflower oil and just coat my forehead with it. I mean, as far as that lineup goes, right? You've got Dave Matthews Band. They're just as terrible as Kings of Leon. Taylor Swift is better than either of those. And Stevie Ray Vaughan is just slightly less offensive boringness, right? Man, it's tweaking off that Popeye's Chronic Bros. Straight smoking that spinach. Bro. You know what? Brohan, Brozovic, Brozonovich, Brosephine. I'm not sure you're thinking with your brain. I'll tell you how Kings of Leon is bad. I got 5 words to tell you. My stacks is on fire! Okay? If you don't hear that and realize immediately, wow, that band sucks, then you don't have any taste in music. Which band is worse? You will ask. A poll question. Which horrible band is worse? The Dave Matthews Band? Or is it just Dave Matthews Band, huh? Is there a the in Dave Matthews Band? No, I mean, everything the band does is complete garbage. It's obviously art by committee. You can just tell how they write it. Like, when the drummer starts playing something, the guitarist comes up with a lick, and like, yeah, let's work off of that, man. It's like catastrophically wrong in every regard. Okay. Is there a the in front of Dave Matthews Band? Anybody know? I'll just leave the off. We just no. Okay, cool. And or Kings of Leon, and it really is a toss up. They're both so incredibly shitty. Yeah, they're both so bad. Is this related to Mike Rainey? Well, and that is why you fail, TK9, and that is why you fail, and it's okay that you fail. Right, just a bunch of brothers and cousins jamming in a garage, making that level of music. I wouldn't be hating on them if they were just some unsuccessful garage band in Des Moines, Idaho, or whatever, you know. I'm shitting on them because idiots think they're good. I get it, like their girlfriends going to their show locally and stuff. That's all fine, but to think that they're worth listening to is insane. I mean, you shouldn't listen to that anymore. You listen to the sound of babies screaming on an airplane, right? It's no different. That's not how you make good music, right? That's how you have fun playing in front of your girlfriends and friends at a local show or something. That's not how you make good music. You have to be an artist to make good music, not some guys jamming out in a garage. I love the way our jamming sounds, man. It'd be great. People would want to dance to it at our shows. Fine. And just, be a shitty cover band or something. Don't even try to write songs if you're not going to write real songs. You're just going to pollute the audioscape with your garbage. And that's one to grow on, friends. That's one to grow on. No, obviously I like good music, And I like, ideally, I like plenty of old stuff, but I like to stay as current as possible. I like to know what's popping off right now. What's a great track that somebody released a week ago? Kings of Leon has a disadvantage of the reality that it's harder to be good the longer, further away in time from when you make something. However, if you accomplish something truly worth accomplishing, then it's timeless. And listen, my sex is on fire. What are you trying to say? Do you have gonorrhea? Has there been an accident involving charcoal lighter fluid? You know what? I think the lead singer of Kings of Leon should get together with Dave Matthews. And Dave Matthews should say, "You crash into me." And then the singer Kings of Leon should say, "My sex is on fire." And then Dave Matthews should say, "And I'll come into you." And then the rest of the world can just be watching this and just in unison, united at last, the world can all cringe so hard at the same time that it actually slightly changes the speed of the rotation of the earth. If Dave Matthews and Kings of Leon had a baby, it would be a galaxy-sized cringe. And I hope we've all learned an important lesson today here about being very snobby about music. Because I am very, very snobby about it. There's just no getting away from that. There's nothing I'm more snobby about. I might be just as snobby about, I don't know, like argumentation or something. But probably I'm snobbiest about music. And I think we all owe it to ourselves to be snobby about music. It's what allows us to not have to listen to shitty stuff and only listen to good stuff. Did you really think I was upset with you, Rachel? Because when I saw you on the chat, I didn't say anything right away. That's so funny. God, Rachel, not everything's about you. Hello, Elaine. If it isn't that spunky ESTP lady who kept giving me so much trouble, I'm glad that we, including me, have settled on ESTP. I don't listen to music anymore. Well, what if I force you to by playing something right now? Then what are you going to do? Like, I, I was joking about that, Rachel. You are one of the least self-absorbed people ever. I mean, you have no subjectivities at all, hardly. So please don't feel like, am I really like too self-absorbed? You'll be concurrently worried about being too self-absorbed and too self-doubting. Can I be both too self-absorbed and too self-doubting? Quar, damn it. Is who's better, chat, catnap, or dog day? I'm not sure what that means, but go get my cat. My cat does not want me to get him. He's coming to get me, okay? You've got it backwards. I don't get the cat gets me. You bet I'm on government assistance? Well, how much do you want to bet? And you tell me how much you'd like to bet. I do kind of enjoy it when people try that route of attack. Oh, yes. Well, I don't know which one's better, but I have two cats and no dogs. Our only pets are these two cats that I have. This cat here is one of them. I have an additional cat besides that one. Okay. What is the voting for? It's for which horrible band is worse. Is it the Dave Matthews Band? Or is it Kings of Leon? We will find out. So I'm standing here watching the cat eat because, as indicated, I don't go get my cat. My cat comes gets me. And then I have to follow him or he will incessantly meow at me until I do. He's a big time meower. As you can hear, the dishwasher's running currently. Because I guess Rachel said, hey, you know what? I'm going to get up and be a responsible lady and do some dishes. And you know what, Rachel? How's your back doing? Because I want you to be a responsible lady in some other ways that I can think of as well. Because I don't have a job. Well, I may not have a job, but I am getting the property down the street ready to be a vacation rental, which will bring in income. You know. So, my last name is Strauss. Eric Strauss. My back is so much better, it really just needs time to heal. I'm glad to hear it. It's actually a monkey for 10 seconds. Okay. I may not have a job, but I still have things I have to do to deal with financial stuff, you know? And insanely, never thought I'd say this. I'm actually imagining a future world sometime down the line in which YouTube actually makes me enough money to be a decent chunk of income, you know? I live in Mariposa County, near Yosemite. What is my stream about? It's about this, Glenn Taylor. It's about, thank you, Show Media. Obviously, TK9 is a liar. You could go ahead, we'll go ahead and hide him, actually. I'm 52. I say mean things to socially protected classes, and I don't want to be doxxed, Nevada driver. Yeah, being doxxed would generally be bad. I don't particularly worry about it because I've got adequate security for my financial information and stuff, and because I don't really have any privacy. You know, I'm very transparent about everything, so I don't worry about that at all. Why are you so old? Well, real fishing, it's because I've lived such a long time. Can I dance? Not very well. Goddess says I'm like 67. Well, I'm 52, but that is kind of like 67. Can I dance? Can I dance? I can dance. Woo, 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 woo. Okay. Say skibbity toilet. Skibbity toilet. And may I just say, you skibbity bombaclats need to stop yatting on my riz. Name 20 video games in 1 minute. No. That is a tough choice of which band sucks more. Wait, you guys are making money? I mean, yeah, I've been making money for quite some time, but it's been like $100 a month. You know, that's how much I make on YouTube. But with the growth of the channel, I'm thinking, and especially if I can be successful at YouTubing, I've noted that I will periodically get random super chats, right? The more people I have, around, the more that's going to happen. Conceivably, that could add up to be a decent chunk of change every month, like $1,000, maybe. I don't know. It's not inconceivable. Do I have Riz? Okay, I'm going to show you my Riz one time, goddess, and that's it. All right? You get this one time, so don't blink. Yeah! Okay? Now go change your panties. I wish I could make money for my stupid jokes in the chat. That was my Giat. That's what it was. A solid example of my Riz. I'm a civilized gentleman. I didn't catch shit on your carpet. I guess I saw something brown. Well, it's maybe my wallet. My wallet is brown. Do you see that? It's not made of shit, though. Not all things that are brown are made out of shit. Say a pickup line. Hey, girl, you know you my world. How about that? Riz means charisma. Oh, yeah, I know Kung Fu. I'll give you a demonstration in a second. But again, you're not going to be able to blink because it's unclear which moves faster, lightning or my fists. Here we go, ready? Karate chop! Wow. You can barely see that at all. So you don't want to run afoul of these, which are classified as lethal weapons. And yes, I said lethal weapons, referring to old school, large-breasted pornography star Lethal Weapons. That's what my hands are certified as. This is her left boob and this is her right boob. Do the gritty? Okay. I'll do the gritty, okay? It goes like this. I do the gritty. With my fingers, yeah, I do the gritty. With columns and rows, I do the gritty. What's going on? I do the gritty. It's one of those. Like that. Yes, I'm married. My wife's here in the chat and upstairs at this house. Where I live. And we are going to walk over here where we can look at some wonderful nature. Because everybody loves wonderful nature. All right. How's that for some wonderful nature shot? It looks like a green screen, huh? Oh, you meant the gritty. Oh, I don't know how to do the gritty. I only know how to do the gritty. The gritty, I guess, would be like, these biscuits are tasting so gritty. Like that. Can I pose? Yeah, I mean, I have invented a number of yoga poses I could do for you. Who's a little stinker? Well, I might be a little stinker. It's possible. I guess that can be our next poll question. Am I a little stinker? Yeah, one kid, She's 25 years old. She lives in Los Angeles. Her name's Delilah. And she is, as they say, the apple of my eye. Am I a Lil Stinker? There we go. Yeah, I find myself singing that around here. It's actually, I must say, standing in the sun here, a little bit warm. So I'm going to go over here to the shade. Yes, I like the fact that where I was standing, I like the height of the thing, but sometimes you can't just only prioritize the height of the thing. This is a whole war, bro. What's a war? How do I tie a tie? All right. You got your wide part and your skinny part here, okay? Bring your skinny part, scoot it over a little bit to the metal, put the wide part over it, bring the wide part under it, put it up to the top, and then down between the two things and pull it through. That's how you put on a tie. That's a single Windsor knot. There are other knots you could put, but party at Eric and Rachel's? No, we're not having a party today. We're just waiting for the plumber to call me and tell me he's done with his inspection, at which point I will go back over to the other house and, I don't know, pay him somehow, I guess. Maybe I'll just call the lady and at the office and pay like that, maybe. I'm not sure. I'll have to find out when I get back over there. Am I lonely? No, I'm not lonely. First of all, I've got 49 people to chat with here right now, amazingly. This is a recent phenomenon for me. I've been live streaming for years, but never had this kind of popping activity on my streams before. So that's exciting. But more importantly, I've got my beloved wife Rachel with whom I live here. And that's plenty to keep me from being lonely, those two things. Periodically, friends will come up from Los Angeles or whatever. But I'm super happy right now. It's like the happiest I've ever been, kind of. I had to get through this whole transition process from my old life to my new life, which took about a year. Well, I mean, it took about a year and 4 months. And then I kind of started waking up again after about a year and 4 months of just being too overwhelmed by future shock to settle into anything really. Have you ever wondered why the child threw the clock into the air? Because he wanted to see how time flies. Do I play Roblox? No, I do not play Roblox. I have played Minecraft, but I do not play Roblox. And probably it's because I'm not 9 years old. But I'm sure there are plenty of non-9-year-olds who play Roblox. But I don't play video games really anymore. This is my video game, doing this. My eyes are working pretty well right now. I can read the phone pretty well. Oh, great. Somebody telling me to quit smoking. I love that. I can see Eric as a Dark Soul guy. I've never seen Dark Souls. Is it a show? Or is it a video game? I got a really bad case of the flu at the moment. I need a good remedy. I always believe that when I'm sick, really, the best thing I can do is like go jogging and force my body to accelerate the get rid of garbage process, you know? I can see Eric as a dark soul boss. What is dark souls? I have stopped smoking for the next 2 weeks because yesterday I got my wisdom teeth removed. You don't have to stop smoking after you get your wisdom teeth removed. I didn't. They'll tell you that, but they're just lying to you. You helped me find my wife that I'm happily married to with 8 children, soon 9. Just because you helped me to the singular Windsor knot. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Mr. Kartoffel. You are one silly guy. Ever mentioned that? What is going on over there? Something up on that tree is knocking stuff down. Some kind of animal. I don't know what kind of animal it is, though. Probably just squirrels. It just didn't really sound like squirrels, you know. It's not that different from your previous name. I can put 2 and 2 together at least. Maybe not 3 2s. That would be too many 2s to put together, but 2 of them I can generally manage. It's a lovely day. Wow. When it's super nice out like this, I just like to just stand outside. I'm not a super outsidey guy, but it's hard not to appreciate outside when it's like this. Well, I guess we should probably go to the bathroom. I feel like I got a poop coming on. I've had a couple of good poops already this morning, but I'm really, truly, deeply, powerfully, meaningfully believing that I need to poop. And I don't believe in retaining my poop. I don't think you should believe in it either. Okay? It's bad for you. Hello, kitty. Here's kitty door guard. Oops. Oh, I hate this thing so much. I have to get a new tripod. This is ridiculous. I have got to get a new tripod. That's all there is to it. Hi, kitty, kitty door guard. You've got both the door guarded and the stairs so that you can bully your sister should you try to come down the stairs because you're such a dick. Is it time for me to watch you eat some more? Well, let's go. You want to eat? No? Okay. Here I am. All right, let's eat. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. It's time to eat. Oh, yes. And oh, yes, and oh, yes. Oh, yes. You're a silly boy. Yes, you are. You're a very silly boy. And you have the spirit of boyhood in your heart. Oh, yes, and oh, yes. So, Rachel, when the plumber called me back, you want to go over with me to the other house? Oh, yes. Oh, don't worry. I'm still here with reassuring pets. Yes, I am. I'm from the South. I'm a Southern man looking for a Southern woman. Well, I think you should consider dating Allie Mae. That seems like a Southern name. Allie Mae, get in here now. Get in here. We're here in the South. Get your little butt in here, Ellie Mae. We are in the South. Is that how it is everywhere where you are? You talk like that? And you live a Southern Belle accent. I think you should just go ahead and live it. Don't just love it, live it. I do declare. Oh my word. I am from the South. All right, see you later, Mr. Kartoffel. You're still looking for the soulmate I recommended you. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hashtag. Hello, where are you from? I'm from California, United States of America. Where are you from? From Kaung. Oh no, he's from the South. Well, bless his little heart. Aren't you whiteys all the same? I'm not a whitey, here lamb. I'm fluidly transracial. Oklahoma. Ooh, you're in trouble with me. You pulled me over and arrested me for marijuana possession. You're from Myanmar? Please call your name. Kaun Kaun. What role does childhood trauma play on cognition? Well, it's one of those things that it's definitely not a cognitive function thing, right? So people become hardwired and develop maps about their expectations for the rest of their life in childhood. And if they suffer abuse in childhood, then they never can really trust. So it's not so much, I don't know what role it plays on cognition. It plays a substantial role in terms of people's relationships, right? No, they'll still test the same typologically. Um, like I dated an ISFJ who had been abused as a child and had BPD, which fundamentally is a trust disorder, although they call it an attachment disorder. And she nevertheless tested straight up ISFJ, no doubt about it. So it doesn't impact how people test in terms of cognitive functions. In terms of behavior, the behavior correlates are a bad way to understand people's type anyway. You know, it is true that Kimberly had a lot of the behaviors of an ISFJ that are typical. Cooking a lot. She liked ISFJ style TV shows, etc. But it would be a mistake to say um, that if she didn't have some of those behaviors, she wouldn't have been an ISFJ. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physiotherapist, nor am I any kind of psychologist. Okay, I'm just a guy whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. I mean, it changes how you how you engage with intimacy is what it does, really. So with BPD, for example, the more intimate the relationship, the more volatile, because the more important it is to the person who is basically reacting out their childhood trauma and saying, I need to be loved unconditionally as a child would. I didn't get that in childhood, so I'm going to try to get it from my intimate partner now. So, in other words, childhood trauma creates, especially abuse, creates scars that have lasting dramatic impacts on specific things in specific ways. Whereas when we're talking about cognition or cognitive functions, we're talking about processes that are general that apply to sets of specific things, you know? Yeah, I don't hate Kimberly either, even though she damaged me a lot. Although sometimes I find myself feeling mad at her, you know? Um, but I also see her as basically something. I mean, I don't mean this in a derogatory way, as pitiful, you know? I feel pity because I understand how broken she is, you know? And how she's never going to get fixed. What's my job? I don't have a job, really, but I used to be, at most of my career, as a professional debate coach, competition flow debate coach. And I had my own private competition flow debate business for a while called Autonomy Debate School. And prior to that, I worked as the director and head coach of Kudos College of Youth Leadership. which was a very successful competition debate program back when I was there. Well, we shift gears pretty quickly around here. Reese the 13th. Reed the 13th. Reeve. Reeve the 13th. Your name's hard to say. I mean, if you love your wife without needing to provoke a lot of emotional volatility in order to feel connection, if you do the relationship behaviors correctly, Chanel, then it means you've overcome that successfully. You maybe still feel damaged by it, but if it doesn't, if you don't act in ways that hurt your loved ones because of your past trauma, then it's you've overcome it functionally. So if you've ever looked into BPD, and if you can do, and I'm confident you can because you're an ISP, an objective self-assessment about it. I mean, hopefully you can. I don't know. BPD normally doesn't result in that. Like normally BPD people have an inability to accept that as a diagnosis, right? But because you're TI Dom, you should be pretty good at objective self-analysis. Look into BPD if you've not looked into it before. See if you behave that way, you know? Hi, Carmen. Jayu UE 095373 Divernady Prejna Renew. That name is too long. I can't say all that name. Hero Lamb. He was in Roseanne. Who was in Roseanne? Unbalanced versus balanced. Negham. Hello. John Goodman. What up, guys? Not much, John Goodman. Yes, he was in that, apparently. I guess that's who you must be talking about, is John Goodman. Isn't John Goodman dead? I'm pretty sure he is. Carmen. Okay, I will just say Carmen. Do you have any advice on university? Yeah, don't go. John Goodman's not dead? Let me see that. I think he is dead. I'm going to Google it. Is John Goodman dead? No, he's not dead. Hey, good for him. Good job not being dead, John Goodman. Good job. I appreciate I think one of the most important things somebody can do in terms of their relationship is to never try to leverage anything to force anybody to do anything. That's one thing worth saying. Well, are you really John Goodman, though? You're probably not that John Goodman, are you? Anyway. Well, I mean, maybe you are that John Goodman. If so, I'm so flattered to have that John Goodman here in my live stream. I've seen so many movies with John Goodman in them. Because, I'm that age. I'm 52, so my movie watching life has been filled with movies with John Goodman in them. I can't remember what they all are or anything, but such a Like, he must have been in so many movies. He was a fixture in, I guess, the 90s, was it? Late 80s? 90s? 2000s? I don't know. Anyhow, you know, with all this recent success with his channel, with all these new people coming in all of a sudden out of nowhere, who knows? Maybe John Goodman could stumble across this channel. Somebody named John Goodman did. That's a lot easier to imagine than that particular John Goodman. Or regardless, I actually think it's more believable that he'd be that John Goodman with his neutral little circle picture than if he had a picture of John Goodman in his little circle. I'd be less likely to believe him then, probably. So anyway, I don't know if any of you were around when I was discussing this the other day, but somehow the subject came up of bra cup size, and I Googled, what's the largest bra cup size? And I found this bra website that sold like extra large bras or whatever. It said on it, um, the largest cup size is, and it had this ridiculous string of letters and numbers, and then is by this lady here who has the world's largest breasts. And so I'm like, I Googled that lady's name, and she has an Instagram page. I clicked on her Instagram page, and it's just like two pictures of her, and then the only words on it are, "I have the world's biggest boobs." it was it was quite it was quite surprising to get such a concrete answer to the question, right? I was just saying, like, you've heard of like double D's, like, what's the biggest cup size? When I was just thinking, like, oh, it's F or it's G or something, right? But instead, I got that that answer, so that was surprising. Um, but I was just struck by how she just leans into it all the way, like. That's the only thing it says on her Instagram page. You're older than 71, you're 78? I don't think that's what Wikipedia says. Wikipedia says John Goodman is 71 years old. So you must be a different John Goodman. 1952. Wait. 1952 plus 50 is 2000. Plus 20 more is 2020. Plus 4 more is 74. Should be 74, not 72, 71. Well, anyway, regardless, Wikipedia obviously hasn't updated the math in a bit because they say 71, but the date they say would be 74. Hollywood lies, huh? Wait a second. Are you suggesting that Hollywood people lie about things? I can't believe that. A celebrity wouldn't lie about something. Who's a guy who hits on everyone who comes in here? Are you talking about show media? I believe you've accused him of that in the past. Raymond Matt, what time is it there, bro? Where are you from? I'm from California, and the time is 11:38 a.m. So here, Lamb, just for the reference, just for the point of reference, here, Lamb, the Wikipedia page is actually wrong when it says it's 71, if you do the math. He's at least 73. So, I don't know. Now I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. My math is off. Okay, well, all right, I don't know. Okay, I don't know how old John Goodman is. I'm just going to give up on trying to do any of the math and figure it out too. Huh. Take that. Take that here, Lamb. Show media definitely discriminates and hits on the guys as well. Basically flirts with the room, yeah. Oh, it is? Okay, Unicorn Ninja. Well, I'm not good at adding. Adding is one of those parts of math I had a lot of problems with. Multiplying, fine, but adding, no way. Oh, Ruben, you burst loose bubble. Thanks a lot. It's the worst thing you did since you caused us to lose our shopping cart on Amazon. Uwu. Sile Martins. Uwu. Hi. What is this uwu about anyway? Does anybody know what this uwu is all about? I don't know what it's about. Last time I said UWU and I was corrected and said that's not how it's pronounced. It's not pronounced UWU. Ooh. Is that face? Is it that monkey's face there? Some weeb terminology? I'm an otaku, not a weeb, okay? So I wouldn't understand their technology. Oh, is it like squee? Natasha Godfrey Ashford? Is it like squee? I said it already multiple times. Ooh, woo. Like that? Is that how you're supposed to say it? Squee, ooh, woo. Kawaii, kawaii. Is it like that? Imagine the U's are eyes and the W is a cat mouth. Oh, lucky Sunday, you're a YouTuber? Someday I hope to become a YouTuber as well. It's a smiling face. Okay, cool. Ruben's a pretty good typologist too, you know, Isaiah Rude. Is there a word for that thing that they do? Osh! I watch a lot of anime myself. I haven't watched my Tuesday show yet, which is actually possibly one of my very favorite anime shows of the whole week. It's I'm not a villainess, but I am the final boss. No, I'm not a demon lord, but I am the final boss. That's what it's called. And I really like it. Berserk. I've watched it. I don't remember it super well. Am I an old hippie? No, I'm not any kind of hippie. I have never in my life identified as a hippie. I am on the tired side right now. But, well, I might take a nap. Today. I can't really do so until after I finish dealing with the plumber. So, that tastes bad. I got resin on my lips. And so I'm keeping my baby. You're a hippie because you pee from the hip? Oh, that's a good place to pee from. I'm sorry that, well, actually, I'm impression. You can bring your wiener all the way from the middle of your body over to your hip. It was pretty impressive. Unless it is actually biologically misplaced and protrudes from the side of your hip, in which case that must make things complicated. I'm going to pee right now from my penis. I did what I normally use to pee. Ever since I discovered that it was an option. I used to think it was just for going number 3. And I was trying to mix my pee and poo together like a bird. Anyway, I hope Madonna told you guys, but to reiterate, I'm keeping my baby. Oh, the sweetest tube of urine that I ever did see. Oh, is the sweet tube of urine inside of me. And the tube on the outside which I used to go pee. Yes, URINE. Urine. It's what's for dinner. Just to be clear, Rachel, I'm joking. We're not having urine for dinner tonight. That was last night's dinner, and we both agreed it was terrible. We're not having that again. Yep, I got even more poop in me. Insanely enough. Like, where did all this poop come from? Is my body even digesting any of the food that I'm eating? You know, that would solve a lot of my pooping issues if my body would just digest more of the food that I eat and turn less of it into poop. I think we'd both be better off, both my body and me. I mean, seriously, how inefficient can people's digestive systems be? I suspect I poop out almost the same amount of weight of stuff that I put in. I want my body to use more of the food that I eat. That's a fair request. It's just wasting groceries. Plus, it's chapping my butthole with these frequent poops that I'm having today, none of which are clean and tidy. So, I mean, it's the wiping, obviously, that's chapping my butthole, not the pooping itself. But I think you probably could make that leap on your own. So, anyway, when I'm done washing my hands, we'll find out if I'm a little stinker. It ends that poll. I think I'm going to make myself something to eat for lunch. Rachel, if you're hungry or not, if you're listening up there, sounded like you were. But if you are listening, would you like me to insert an Italian food into the microwave for you? Sean L., I am tired of people jumping on this get a bidet wagon. I don't want a bidet. Did Ruben R. put you up to this? Is that what happened? Ruben R. put you up to getting a bidet? To telling me to get a bidet? He works for Big Bidet, okay? You can't believe a word that man says about bidets. He gets a cut of every bidet that gets sold. Spider. Spider, spider on the fridge. Go away, you piece of jizz. Alright. I got 2 Manicottis out. Did Rachel give me a reply to my question? Does she want... yeah? She didn't answer. Now I'm furious at her. Let's find out if she wants an Italian thing. Hey, Rachel!
I'll have some, yes.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Listen, the pooing and the food have nothing to do with each other. They just happen to be in the same sentence. 7 minutes, okay. So, as a consequence, since it's 7 minutes for one, and they're both the same, I can put 14 minutes for 2. 1, 4, 0, 0. Start. And then we'll have a delicious manicotti. We'll eat it with our mouths. Who's Rachel? My wife. Hi, Trey. This bourbon bussin'. Why did you leave it in the cardboard box? Because that's the most convenient way to do things. You just put it all in there at once and you put it for 14 minutes, and when they're done, you take out the box, take off the plastic, you're good to go. It's the easiest way to do things. So, get. He says, hi. Hi. No, I'm not doing that. Don't be crass. Oh. You're being crass. You wouldn't want to be accused of being vulgar, would you? Because you're about this close to vulgar. I honestly thought would like me to insert an Italian food into the microwave with sexual innuendo. No, here, Lamb, you can't cook a microwavable dinner with your blowtorch. I will have a nice day, Undle. You have a nice day too. Okay, I already said Giat, Mia. Enough. My crush likes the Four Big Guys song. And a few days after you did a drawing for me and my soulmate, someone was singing that song in this chat. What's the Four Big Guys song? I don't know. I'm not going to get wives because I have septic tank. I don't know. That's what the chat, I mean, that's what the poll is to determine. Is whether I'm a little stinker. Let's see what it's saying right now. Yes, 60% says yes. I'm not surprised. It's a song about a guy who likes having smacks with other guys. Oh, never heard it. It will need the full 14 minutes, Fly Guy. I am deeply experienced with this brand of Italian food dinner. So much so that I know, for example, that they got the times backwards on the lasagna and the chicken parmesan. The lasagna needs 8 minutes, not the chicken parmesan, which is burnt to shit at 8 minutes. The chicken parm needs 5 minutes and 15 seconds. And yes, the Manicottis need 7 minutes each, and you put them in together, they need 14 minutes. So, no, I don't like Gigi Allen, Wreath 13th, but maybe the greatest t-shirt I ever saw. I saw in Hawaii. Me and Rachel were in Hawaii on vacation, and this guy had a shirt on. It said in very small print right here, Gigi Allen was right. Which I thought was a great shirt. It's like maybe the best shirt I've ever seen. I wouldn't wear it myself, but I thought it was hilarious. Rory Mack is here, and I am his favorite YouTuber. Amazing. Yeah, it does have a cup holder, but also this whole thing, I need to put these pens back, or at least put them over here for right now. This whole thing actually lifts up. See? So, you know, I never actually taken advantage of this in full. It makes me think. It makes me think dirty things. What is your opinion on LeBron James's hairline? I don't have any opinion on LeBron James's hairline. Squiggles Jaw's here. And Squiggles Jaw, hammer, don't need a wife. I want wives. You don't want wives, believe me. Hiya, top down. What's good, gang, says JC. Baldur's Great is great because of the LGBT representation in the characters. Is that why it's great? That's funny. I was an interesting character. Gigi Allen was an interesting character. I wish he didn't die just to pick his brain because he started out as this character, then became that in real life. Huh. Yeah. Baldur's Great is great, Bexus. You can bang a bear. Yeah, wow. Sean L is of the same mindset. They have the same perspective on it. You know, I don't normally look for that in a game, but I appreciate you guys valuing that. Yeah, Squiggles Jaw, more wives and more problems. That's true. Yeah. Ruben and Sean have the same perspective on bidets and the same perspective on Baldur's Gate. Well, I guess the idea is, Fly Guy, the most interesting psychologies are going to be those that deviate most from the norm, at least sort of as an object of analysis. William McLaren, hello. It's like my 5th playthrough and I still discover new maps I've never even seen before. Baldur's Gate 3, you mean? I have the game, but I discovered after buying the game that my computer is not good enough to play it. So now I need to get a new one. Hi, Genesis Mendoza Rodriguez. How's it going? Genesis Mendoza Rodriguez. Seems pretty normal for a crackhead to me. Who does? Me? Oh, I see. GG Allin. Get a console, Eric. A console? I don't need a console. I need to get another laptop. Drake Bell, I did not like the way you were talking the other day. Okay, so Trey the Homestead dude says, "Hey man, you all right?" Yes. How about you? Yeah, I agree with Fly Guy. You should only play games on a Commodore 64. But I need a new PC for more than just. See, the thing is, what I need is another laptop anyway. I need a laptop in the master bedroom so I can set up my music stuff in there separate from the TV stuff in here. Drake Bell is on crack now. Such a sad fall from grace. Well, from the way he talks about his past, I don't think he was really ever in a state of grace. Pac Godsey says, "Hey, I can give you one." All right. What's my opinion on Missouri and weed? Well, I don't really have any opinion about Missouri, but I think weed is. I don't really have any opinion about weed either, to be honest. All right, that's enough from you. Well, I do believe laptops are better than PCs. Nobody really knows much about Missouri. Do I play Blocks Fruit? No. Breathe air, you don't need a vape. I'm not vaping. No, this is my wife's. This is my wife's vape. And zip it, vending machines, man. You know? Why don't you breathe air instead of talking? Because when you talk, it just makes me want to tell you to shut up. You know what? All right, fine. Because you insist upon it, I will not vape. I won't vape because you told me not to. I'm going to not vape. And instead, I'm going to pull a bong rip. Okay? Would you like that better? Like, where did you get the notion that it's a good idea to go give people unsolicited advice about things? Maybe you're the little stinker. Maybe I'm not even the little stinker around here. Hey there, simple girl. 357. You know, I am really sorry that nobody ate those lunches you packed. I think that was very rude of both the sailors and whoever it was that threw that one on the ground. Okay, vending machines, man. Sounds good to me. Trey the Homestead dude says, I study redneck engineering. Well, then you'd probably be interested, Trey the Homestead dude, in what I'm going to do in a little while. I'm going to go meet with the plumber about the septic tank at the other house. That's right, I'm on septic. I'm pretty rural. I have propane. I don't have natural gas. I'm pretty rural. Yes, we're attached to the grid. Thank motherfucking God. Because I need lightning fast internet, of course, which I have. You know what my internet is? Thank you for subbing vending machines, man. You know what my internet is? 200, 200. 200, 200. 200 upload. How crazy is that? Oh, well, Trey, the Homestead dude, I prefer to shit in a house, in a toilet, and flush it away. Just like I prefer to have 200 upload speed on the internet. Is it hard for Isaiah Rude to have a stable relationship? Well, it's hard for anybody with an alcohol problem to sustain good relationships. If you're asking me whether I have a gay son or a thought daughter, the answer is I have a daughter. She's 25. You might well say that she is a thought, but I'd prefer you not use that term to describe my daughter. Okay? Yes, she's an attractive young lady. Madman 12, you're getting timed out for lack of originality. I don't want either. I already have a daughter. I don't need any more children. Okay? If I wanted more children, then I would impregnate my current wife, who's still of pregnable age, you know. But I don't want any more children. And I'm pretty sure my wife doesn't want to be impregnated with any. So, we're on the same page there. Okay. We're really cooking with biscuits now. Go ahead, Mr. Man. Go outside. Okay. Now I'm going to get the things. Just waiting for the plumber to call, you know. Wow. All of the other size forks are in the dishwasher. That's how many forks we used this dish cycle. That's a pretty fork heavy dish cycle, I'd say. Alright. These Manicottis, You can just cut them with a fork, you know. Rachel, your FUD is ready. Your human FUD. I'm gonna just eat a bowl of human FUD. I mean, I would say that's probably almost always bad advice from media. It's never a good idea to try to quit stuff that you don't have to quit, especially when you have something that you do have to quit. I think that's one of the worst pieces of advice that's kind of been generalized about substance abuse is that you have to quit substances that aren't a problem in order to quit one that is. I think it's ruined lots and lots of lives, that lie, you know. Oh yeah, I do. I just have what I've done is I've subcontracted out that job to this Italian microwave dinner company. Said, here are my recipes. Now you make this food for me. And they said, gratefully we will, Master Chef Eric. Gratefully we will. That's what they said. Because that's how they talk. I'm going to cut this food all night until it's all cut up. It's too hot right now. It needs to rest a bit. People ought to quit all substances that harm them. Well, I mean, I quite understand why you have an opinion about what other people should do with their bodies, you know. It seems odd. Like, why would you have an opinion about what other people should do? Yeah, I'll pull a bowl in a second, Noah Buscoos. I don't know, Mr. Cardo. I need to eat this food. I'm getting very low energy right now. What I want to do is I want to eat this food. I want me and Rachel to then go over to the other house, deal with the plumber. Yeah, I do. But I'm eating right now. That does not justify you having any meaningful opinion about it. I mean, there are plenty of things you do that hurt the economy. It doesn't mean I should have an opinion about it. In theory, and just because something affects the economy, it's insane to think the economy would benefit from telling people, controlling people's consumer spending habits more. It's just ridiculous. I'm 52. Like, how does smoking weed affect the economy? How does my smoking weed affect the economy? I mean, are you serious? Mmm. This is good. How much for a plate? This isn't sugary, it's just manicotti. Well, that's just circular reasoning, fly guy, because you're defining the thing as not useful, you know? It's useful to the people who buy it, obviously. You can specify the use for which it is used, so because you don't think it's useful. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people would tell you that what you're doing right now is not useful. Really manicotti, which is pretty good. Okay. Some people would say, no, you need to get out in the real world and socialize with real people. What you're doing here is not useful. Why would you say they're wrong? Just because you find it useful doesn't make it useful. Or as a general rule, is everything that you do useful? I must have so many holes in my brain at this point. Our brain must be pretty much nothing but holes. Definitely not a stinker, says Let's Go Trump. Well, thank you, Let's Go Trump. Okay, well, that's true, Heroin. Okay, you win that point. You win that point completely. And it is according, because you win the point so completely, and because you made the point that I definitely should have been aware of, I am affording you a wonder point. Excellent work. Is it Wednesday? No, it's Tuesday. Why would an atheist pray? Because they want to practice doing this? No, Cruz, I'm not showing you my feet. God, why are you being weird? Oh, creepy. Don't be a grosso. I'm not sure. I'll leave that up for you to decide. Are you high and drunk again? I do not drink any alcohol. So the answer would be no. And the answer would be no without any qualifications, because the question asked was, are you drunk and stoned, right? So it's a conjunction. It'd have to be both for the answer yes to be true. I don't need to specify whether I'm high or not because I can articulate clearly I'm not drunk, and therefore um, I can say no to the entire question. Start drinking and test your motor skills. No, thank you. Slay. I plan to slay later today. Slay a certain woman named my wife. That's my plan. Okay. She may hear this live stream and may be alerted to my sneaky plan in advance, but fingers crossed it doesn't undermine my plan. What's my social? This is my social. What is a stinker? It sounds like an insult. It is a bit of an insult, you know. Do I play any games? Isaiah Road, you cannot steal Wonder Points, okay? Hi, it's Aunt Argentina. Potato Man wants to know what's happening. You was good, Grandpa. Do you like her? Don't be crass. I know I brought up the subject, but I'll let it slide. Obviously, the answer is yes. Yes, I do, quite a bit. I like everything about her. Oh, sure, she's beautiful, she's smart, she's accomplished, but most of all, she has the jugs. That's a, what do you call it? That's a Steve Martin joke. Squiggles jaw, made a joke, Squiggles jaw. Great job, Squiggles jaw. You should do type police. No, I don't want to do type police. You're going to start a GoFundMe page to get off the couch? Nope. I'm not looking for any funding for anything, actually. Why do you call me a pervert? I am not a pervert. I'm just a normal, healthy man in love with his wife. Well, I'll tell you what I will do for you, since you want to call me a pervert, is I will go ahead and put you on timeout, mister, for 5 minutes. So, guess you regret that, slandering me thusly. I'm not going to take that. Aha. So you corrected you wanted to eliminate your mistake so you could say it in the right way. I understand completely. I would have taken the same action. I don't know if we can or not. So lovely. So lovely. Oh, is that your name? So lovely. I'm not an introvert either. I'm neither a pervert nor an introvert. Well, you're going to put YouTube to good use and make money? Apparently I am, yeah. It seems that way. The latter, cash. But either way, I'd be in heaven with this wife. I'm Italian. I don't like anime girls. I like my wife. Okay? Can a man simply love his wife without everybody getting all weird about it? Okay? Let's just leave it at that. Yes, I am wearing socks and sandals today. What do you think about people from the UK? I think they are fine. I have no problem with them at all. Old ass man. As I just indicated, I'm not an ass man, actually. So while I may be old, you're still wrong. Bizarre Beauty says no. I agree. No way, Bizarre Beauty. Just no. Which countries suck? The shitty ones. Trump? No, I'm not Trump, nor am I Biden at all. So I don't like either of those idiots. Hi, J Squad. I'm not going to play Fortnite. Dis thar garhar hersa. Well, good for you, Anthony Manuel. An atheist is as much a theist as a theist is not as much an atheist. What? Would you like me? Would you like to do a typing session together? No, I don't want to do that. I don't even want to do a typing session by myself, let alone with anybody else. What up, Rachel? Do I like Rocky Balboa? Sure. Because I don't want to play Fortnite. What are you? 10 years old? Stop. Okay, you play Fortnite. Great. Wonderful. Maybe you guys can play with my daughter or something. No, I've not had my ring piece massaged. Yes, I've always been straight. I'm on my third woman wife, okay? I don't know who I want to win between those two useless excuses for candidates, you know? It's like, I don't know who I want to win. I don't want either of them. Yeah, this wife is by far my favorite wife because I actually love her and she and I get along great and all those other things that matter. I mean, this wife, I knew she actually liked me before we even got together because even while before I even was single, when I was in my relationship, my old relationship, she was a fan of the channel. She'd comment on stuff and she liked my music and stuff. And this is a lady that I had no reason to think that we would ever be getting together because I was in a relationship and she never tried to deal with me in any kind of inappropriate way or anything. She just seemed to genuinely like me a lot. Well, that's a real advantage if the person you get with actually likes you. I didn't really get the feeling that any of my previous wives liked me very much. Either of them. Or ex-girlfriend, They all seem to make it clear to me that I was difficult to be with, that they were somehow making some kind of sacrifice to be with me because of how much of a handful I was or whatever. I never get any of that from Rachel. She's much more likely to say, oh, am I too much of a handful? Anyway, she's also, you know, in the past, I had always sort of deprioritized sexiness in favor of other things that I thought had value. But in this instance, I did prioritize sexiness. And I got a wife who's 13 years younger than me. So take that, old Eric. Young Eric, you were dumb when you were young. Now you're smart. You got yourself a good wife. You got yourself a good wife, and you got yourself a little wilderness car. What do you think about that? I have one of those little wilderness cars. So I'm pretty happy. Got a great wife and a little wilderness car. What more do you want in life? Yeah, I hate cities too, man. A buggy. Yeah, it's out because I drove it down the street earlier. Drive it down there again. I think I'll do the same thing I did on the way back from there, which is where I started this stream. I will just drive us up there, and then it's going to disconnect for about 1 or 2 minutes. And then it'll reconnect when I get within range of the Wi-Fi over there. So then you'll get to go at least on a little bit of buggy ride with me and Rachel. And then when we get back from over there, at that point, I'll probably end the stream because I want to take a nap. I'm kind of glad that I haven't gotten a text from the pharmacy saying my Adderall's ready yet, because it's better that I wait until tomorrow and get another good night's sleep. I did get a bonus nap this morning, which was nice. But one other possible thing that we could do is after we get back from... Oh, I just ate, right? Rachel needs to eat her thing too. Rachel, don't forget to eat your food. I'm not 35, I'm 52. I don't need a nap because of my age. I need a nap because I stayed up all night on Saturday night on Adderall and mushrooms. And then Sunday night, I didn't really get a full night's sleep. And then Monday night, I still didn't get that. I just got a regular night's sleep. I need to catch up on that lost sleep so I can restore all my dopamine reserves for when I do get my Adderall tomorrow. So I'm not that bothered by the fact that I haven't gotten a pick up your script notification from the pharmacy. I'm happy enough that I haven't gotten a notification saying we have to order it or something. God bless you, hardworking man. Well, Audrey Tickmore, you would be incorrect to call me a hardworking man at the moment. At this point in my life, I'm definitely not a hardworking man. Yes, it is true. I spent many years as very much a hardworking man, working very long hours, or putting in a lot of hours every week, you know? But that's not me right now. I am not hardworking. I'm barely hardly working. You might say I'm hardly working, but that might be a stretch. It might be more accurate to simply say I'm not working at all. But you know, to a certain extent, even though this doesn't ever feel like work live streaming, it just feels like me doing what I would do. Last month or two here, I've really started to think, well, you know, it's not completely unproductive to be doing this. There's a butterfly over there. Oh, my phone died, I guess. Oh, no, not quite. I'm almost out of electricity. Have to plug it in.
Oh, you do have socks on.
I said, yeah, didn't I?
Oh, I didn't see. No, I clicked off by accident right as you were saying.
Oh, sorry. All right, so I'm going to leave this inside for a second. Actually, Don't know about the FBI, but they should go after Hollywood sharks. Just watch some crazy perverted culture they have. Oh, well. Yeah, those darn Hollywood people. They're always impacting my life directly. What am I smoking? At the moment, nothing. I was going to smoke a cigarette outside, but then I noticed that my phone was about to die. So I brought it back inside here. We're just waiting for a call from the plumber right now. Once the plumber calls, then we'll go over to the other house and deal with that. We'll see how much this is going to end up costing. It's definitely gonna cost more than the initial estimate because I'm having to pay for this additional inspection, although hopefully that's not too much. Yeah, I know, those damn Hollywood people. They're always coming over and having orgies in our house. It's like, get out of here, George Clooney. Get out of here, Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Get out of here, Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
She's the worst of them. Sigourney. I did know that he owned the rights to the Beatles stuff for a while. Yes, Alexis, I do remember you from yesterday. People of the State of California LLC. People of the State of California LLC, you should know that I identify as a member of the state of Jefferson, okay? Get out of here, Ronald McDonald. You get out of here, Burger King. What you should do is you should record it and then sell it to the new station. Record what? What? There's no state of Jefferson?
It would be cool if he did live in the state of Jefferson, I have to say.
Yeah, it would be cool. I would like to. There's a lot of stuff around here. It's like there's a sign driving out from our house that says like join the state of Jefferson.
Yeah,
Which
there's
is
mailboxes with like the Jefferson flag.
Yeah,
which is,
state of
like,
Jefferson
two X's
flag.
in yellow background. I like that. I don't know why, but I really like that. It's like you get the northern people in Central California. It's not like a lot of other places in California, like Central California anyway.
So this is what my wife looks like. As you see, she's got an unusual kind of hair. She's got this kind of a blue towel-looking hair.
Yeah.
But I said to her at the beginning, I'm like, you know what, Rachel? I'm not bothered by your towel hair. I think you're beautiful anyway.
Yeah, it was really sweet. Hey, show media.
No, George Clooney doesn't
Thanks,
count in my
Alexis.
house, obviously. Yes, because that towel is obviously not really her hair, okay? She just has that towel on.
Yeah.
And a cat behind her, which makes it extra confusing.
Yeah, it is giving Marge Simpson vibes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
but that's not really her hair. She just had a towel on because presumably her hair is wet. No, I am not actor Tommy Lee Jones. I am instead actor John Goodman, who is, in case you guys didn't know, still alive.
I don't think those people of like state of Jefferson people, they're more libertarian than they are leftist.
Yeah. I mean, like Mariposa County is one of the most libertarian counties in the state and is definitely the best county in the state, you know.
Yeah.
People here live free, healthy lives with low density population. There's not a single stoplight in the county. So, it's like the most politically intelligent people live here, regardless of education level.
Yeah, and like when we went to the open mic, people were just like, there were people there who you could tell lived in Mariposa for basically their whole life, and like the like energy that they brought, like you could tell they love Mariposa.
You can tell everybody who lives here loves this place.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It really is.
I've never lived in a place where people actually love where they live. Like you know.
It would probably be Republican, the Blue Baron, but I'm neither Libertarian, Republican, nor Democrat.
Me neither.
And I can tell you for sure that the people of the county of Mariposa are doing a spectacularly better job of self-governance than any county I've ever encountered in my life.
It is impressive. It's really impressive.
Yeah.
Get shit done.
Yeah, I mean, Mariposa County is the most well-governed county in the state by far, by a huge margin. And it's maintained itself as such by excising from it parts of what used to be a very large county that didn't conform to this understanding of things.
Oh, really?
I mean, that's how I see it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like basically it was Mariposa County, and then the stuff was happening down here in Fresno, and they're just like, okay, well, you be your own county.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
it is. It's very much like that.
So now it's called the the mother of counties. That's what they call it. That's the slogan. And the reason is because it used to be the largest county in the state. Now it's one of the smallest, and certainly one of the least populated. So you actually own the name of the people of the state of California, so when a case is prosecuted in California, you get paid for it as an intellectual property right owner. Is that true? That's such. If that is, you're a horrible human being. Exploiting some copyright loophole like that to milk the taxpayers. It's just ridiculous. This septic tank stuff is making me feel like a bit of a fussy bussy. And no, I don't mean bussy in the contemporary sense, okay? I mean it in the rhymey way. So get your head out of the gutter, everybody. I want to get this whole septic tank plumber thing taken care of. Out of the way. Get away from me, P. Get away. Shoot. Go away. Okay. I want to get this whole septic tank business dealt with and out of the way. We're going to have to go through this permitting process from Mariposa, Miyagi Mia. I'm tired of just having endless delays.
It's nice out.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. How you doing, beautiful?
I'm good. How are you, handsome?
I'm fine.
I think it'd be nice to take a nap when we get back, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm. Here you go, lip food.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, um, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this plumbing stuff done. Coming back and taking a nap. Look at this butterfly. Keep right behind you, directly behind you.
Oh,
Oh, it flew away, but
I saw it.
I've been hanging out right around here for quite a while.
Really? It was hanging out by me? Oh, it's hi. Hi, butterfly. Oh my gosh. I love butterflies.
Well, that's what Mariposa is named after.
Yeah.
We should start seeing a lot more butterflies soon. It's coming up on that time of year.
Yeah, today's the first day of spring. Wow. I mean, it's not bad. Winter seemed to fly by, in my opinion. Not
Yeah.
that it's my favorite month, my favorite season or anything, but
Yeah, winter seems to fly by. I don't know if you heard me mention on the earlier in the stream, Rachel, but I am envisioning after we get back, before we take a nap, perhaps playing Naked and Afraid.
sure. Can I lie down?
Yes, is your back already?
Yeah. Well, it's not.
It's not perfect.
not-
That's fine, of
I
course,
just don't want
darling.
to strain it.
We're
again.
not going to injure you. Don't you worry, sweetie. We are going to take every precaution to not injure your back any further.
Thanks.
We're going to have a very gentle succession of insertion and extraction hikes. Extraction hikes, yeah. Insertion hikes and extraction hikes.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
We were made for this.
Yeah, I think we're going to be great teammates on Naked and Afraid. There goes my phone again. Well, that's fine. I'm just about done with this. We'll go right in. Plug you back in. It does that when it hits 5%, so I got a minute or two. I'm going to go deep into the Rachelian jungle on my insertion hike. Anyway, you don't hear me talking so saucy usually, but I guess I'm having urges right now. Domain expansion, infinite backshots. I love that you're using domain expansion. I'm not sure what infinite backshots is, but I'm loving that. Oh, I guess it's shots off the backboard. Do you get big spiders here? We do get some fairly big spiders for fairly small spiders. Dishwater chicken with NyQuil is the best. It sounds disgusting. I think they should be renamed flutterbys because that's what they do. I like that. I'm talking about balls deep. I'm a little stinker. Okay. Turns out I am 830 votes on this question. Wow. That is, I'm pretty sure by a large margin, actually, the most votes any poll I've given has ever gotten. So, well, this is the problem. If you're talking about the septic tank, they are, it's fine. I'm okay with being a little stinker. I always suspected I was a little stinker. Yeah. I really have always suspected that. It's just been confirmed finally, and I appreciate the confirmation actually. Anyway, uh yes, please help this little stinker be less of a little stinker with the hitting the like button. David O'Neill says hi. Hi. I know. Wait, a small town just voted me Lil Stinker. 830 votes. How in the world? It's like, it's so shocking. It's such a wonderful state of affairs at the moment around here. I can't believe it. You're a bullcrap. And Andrina Jones has a clear opinion about me. It's that I'm a bullcrap. And I need to shut my old ass up. Woo! You are one saucy bag of Jones. Hi, Mitchell McMullen. You were here yesterday. Yes, I do have my plats of weed, but it's over here. Well, I was about to pack a bowl with some concentrate. I'm currently just waiting for a phone call from the plumber to tell me he's done so I can go down the street and see what's going on, you know. Can I say 11? 11. Because you're an 11 lover. I'm not a little stinker, I'm a massive stinker. Right, then I guess you voted no? Or yes, I'm not sure. So does one have to be sort of have the status of little stinker if one's going to have the status of massive stinker? In the same way that one has to in the same way that one has to sort of have addition in order to do algebra. Yeah, thank you. Do I have Scottish accents? No, I don't have any Scottish accents. I don't know how to do a Scottish accent. I could probably do an English accent, but not a Scottish accent. Sounds like Rachel's alarm has gone off. So the other night, I did something really dumb. Thank you, Ruben, for clarifying. I walked out of the bedroom into the kitchen to get some candy, and I didn't even have my eyes open very much because I just figured I could just walk in like this, you know. And I ran into the edge of the wall right here. Well, I mean, that applies to the federal government, right? Yeah, I have a hurt spot. Where is it? It's right here. This is where I did it, right here. And it hurts a little bit. And I'm like, ow, mother. Oh, God, Eric, open your eyes while you walk, please. All my homies hate the People's State of California, LLC. No, I'm not concussed. I just have a little bump right here on my eyebrow bone. Expressed interest in Nick versus Township of Scott, Pennsylvania. Chief Justice John Roberts wrote, "We now conclude that the state litigation requirement imposes unjustifiable burden. Property, yeah. I mean, you're talking about stuff that I'm generally quite interested in. I'm not particularly interested in exploring this subject right this second, but I do find the stuff you're talking about interesting. So I'll have to look into this. Kinnick versus Township of Scott, Pennsylvania. It should be interesting. I'll read that Supreme Court ruling. See what it says. Good evening, Sue Clisme? Sue Clisme? Sue Clisme? Good evening, Sue Clisme. I have two of them right on my eyebrows. It's like a six-pack on my head. I mean, you also bumped into your eyebrow right here. Not a single Western nation that won World War II will exist in any meaningful sense within a century of their victory. Oh, Susie's. Susie's me? Susie is me. Oh, I see. Susie is me. I see. Yeah, Rachel, I'm going to have to agree with Mr. Kartoffel on this one. I think I have a crush on you. Have I seen anything supernatural? Well, I have. One time Rachel and I saw what I think both Rachel and I think is some kind of weird cryptid, okay? Now, it's not like any cryptid I've ever heard of before, but it was basically a giant furry caterpillar about the size of a loaf of bread. And according to Rachel, who saw its face, I didn't see its face, it had a flat face. And it was unlike any creature I've ever seen before. And it was
so weird.
Crawling across the road like some kind of giant mammal caterpillar thing.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what it was, but I've never seen anything like it, and I don't think Rachel's ever seen anything like it either. There are no animals around where we are that are like that. I mean, I've heard that kind of suggestion before, but I have my doubts regarding that. Sounds like we're getting some packages. I should get a long beard. My beard gets longer periodically, you know. Gets longer, gets shorter, gets meh. Yeah, I am a little stinker. The poll proved it. The poll proved it by a ratio of like 61 to 39% that I am, in fact, a little stinker. No, I'm not a little fart, okay? I'm a little stinker. It's different. Get it straight, all right? If you can't tell the difference between stinkers and farts, well, obviously, you're smelling up the wrong poop chute. I should look like Sensei? Well, then I'll need to get a gi, one of those karate outfits. I was in jail one, and me and my cellmate, we saw a guy walking down the street. He had no hands, no face, eyes, or hands. Huh. That's weird. The thing is, I don't know how that thing we saw could have been a mangled or anything. First of all, it didn't look injured or hurt at all. Second of all, it was clearly coming from like the woods of the Conservancy, where there are no cars or roads, and crossing a very small 2-lane road to get to the other side of it, where there are more woods and no roads and stuff. there weren't any cars in front of us. We were driving out of here, so there's not very little traffic. So it's almost impossible that it could have gotten hit by a car shortly before we got there. And certainly it didn't get hit by a car long before we got there because it was clearly just making its way across the road. So I don't think it was a mangled whatever, but now here's where it gets really, really strange. He was looking right at us like he could see us. Now I've seen this guy once before in that while I was not staying in jail, Alright, here's the plumber. Alright, now it's time for me to go. I'm going to actually end the stream because I have too little electricity to even bother taking it with me. So thanks for being here. I got to go deal with this plumbing thing. Talk to you later.